What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to another Madden 21 Ultimate Team deep dive for you guys here today. This is a pretty good one we got in store. So we got all of the information from the stream. I actually took all the screenshots on my computer, but then they ended up putting out the Gridiron Notes. So I figured that would be better because it probably is going to have a lot more information that I would have forgotten if I'm just explaining it without, obviously, the words and writing and things like that. I do want to say, guys, that I'm also not going to be doing the intro I've been doing before. I know I've gotten comments before that to update the intro and things like that. So I'm just going to try to do a live intro every time, pretty much. So that being said, if you are watching this, make sure to drop a like on it. Comment down below whatever you guys want. I'll tell you guys to do that after if you guys got any questions as well. And if you're not subscribed, please do. Turn on that post notification bell. It really will help me out a ton. That being said, let's go ahead and get into the Gridiron Notes. So obviously, like I said, I am going to do this because it does explain a lot that I probably forgot. So ability caps. So this is the newest feature that they added, and ability caps will add a layer to team building. So basically think about it like this. Ability caps is going to allow you to put pretty much a lot of different abilities. Instead of Madden 20 where you had 3 players and you could stack them as much as possible, in this game it's going to tell you that you have a cap to go ahead and spend on it. So what that means is if Hot Route Master right here additionally is 2 AP for field general QB, but it's 4 for scrambling. So what that means is if you don't have a quarterback that is in that not meta, I don't know why I can't think of the word, but basically if they're not that type of quarterback, then it'll cost you more, which means you'll be able to put less on other players. So it's really going to try to make you scheme based, right? So if you have a pocket QB, then maybe you can get a Hot Route Master. But if you have like Lamar Jackson, Hot Route Master is going to cost you a lot more if you want to put that on him, basically, and things like that. So I think that's really cool because it's going to allow for a lot of differentiation between teams, because instead of everybody using it on their safeties, or quarterback, running back, receiver, whatever the case was, it's going to be, someone might have just 1 on their quarterback, 2 on their running back, 1 on their left tackle, 2 on their safety. I don't know how many you're going to be able to put, but there's going to be a lot of people playing around with it, which is super amazing. So we're going to be able to see it right here. It says how much it's going to cost in this screenshot. So if we open it up bigger, we can see it right here on this AP screen. And then obviously they will be different. 2 AP for Tackle Supreme on this Bobby Wagner. Goal line stuff is 3. And then Avalanche, which I believe is his X Factor, is actually 0. So that one is 0, which kind of sucks because it is pretty good, I think. But, it is cool nonetheless. So right here, when you select a player under the Active Superstars tab, you'll see a breakdown of the individual abilities. So right here, Active Superstars once again. So you get 10 AP. It looks like just on defense. So it looks like you can get 10 on defense and then 10 on offense is what I'm guessing. Like we said. So this means you might be able to get 10 different abilities if you want to go with the weak abilities. But if you want to get Escape Artist and it costs you 4, then that means you might be able to get 4 or 5 abilities on offense. And some of them you might only be able to put 2 abilities if they both cost you 4. Or maybe you just put another 1-star ability in there. So like I said, a lot of cool ways to go ahead and do that. And then we can see it right here with the Fearmonger as well. So it looks like 90 overall tier 3 ability slot. So 5 abilities per individual player. 80 overall is 1, 85 is 2. So this is supposed to say 4 and 5, I believe. But so at 98 and 99, so towards the end of the game, it won't matter too much. But towards the end of the game, we will get those extra ability slots. Now, this is just talking about the card art and how they changed that up. I'm really not going to waste too much time talking about that, to be honest. Basically, it used to be like, I guess, 53% of the space, but they just made it look cleaner. In my opinion, I think it looks cleaner. I know a lot of people are hating it, especially in the chat, but I think just definitely give it some time and you'll get used to it. Like you said, you can still see the 80% like on this one in the middle, but the thing I like about it, when you do see like this, is you're going to be able to see everything clearly. So instead of telling you just have 3 abilities, it's going to specifically tell you which abilities and things like that. So I do think it's more important. We can go ahead and see that here. So for instance, Bobby McCaffrey, all of these players are like bigger. And then when you're on Donald, you can only see about 50% of them. But honestly, card art's cool, but it's not like I need the card art to play the game, right? So, and then they also did some to the back of the item. So this way, And we can zoom this in. When you go to the back of the item, it's going to take up the whole screen as well. So before, it was like a kind of a black area, and then it would give you like a little bit. But now we can see we have the card on the far right. We have the middle, so we can read it a lot easier. And then on the left side, we have the compare, promote, do all of that stuff, which is obviously a lot better. When you're checking out the statistics on the players, once again, you can go ahead and see how big it actually opens up, which also, once again, is super cool. And then right here, this is the scheme chemistry slot side, where like you're upgrading the power-up card, which this is just this core elite, so you can't see it. But when you're upgrading, what is really cool is you're gonna be able to see all of them together, right? So you can see 5, 5. It's gonna lay it out. That way you can go ahead and see all of the upgrades you're gonna need for that player if you do want to power them up, which is also very cool in my opinion. So first up for the solo challenges, or the first content, I guess you could say. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys understand it. But we got Rivals, which this is basically like the welcome to Ultimate Team of last year, I think, or the Ultimate Trainers, I believe is what it's called. So these series of challenges are meant just for the onboarding, basically the arcade styles. So completing these challenges will allow you to either choose Ben, Zach Ertz, or Jalen Smith. So you will get one of those three, and they're going to be super easy challenges. Not much there. Just the basic stuff, nothing crazy to go over, but it will be, like I said, just super easy challenges day one. I will probably put out a guide to help you guys out with what to do on day one and all of that. So in team captains, now this is where they really made a lot of adjustments. You guys have probably seen the videos I've put, or maybe you haven't, but I was talking about this and I wanted them to do something where basically every team could get a chem from these players, because it's not really fair, right, if they bring out like a Torrey Holt, so the Rams get an extra player, or Shazier for team captain for what I had. So it's like only 4 or 5 of the teams could get these team captains, so it allowed for a little bit easier and cheaper methods for some people's theme teams. But now the way they did it is there's 4 captains, so it's Ed McCaffrey, Eddie George, Leroy Glover, and Aeneas Williams. So you can only have one at a time. You can exchange them at any time, just as last year, but there's 32 versions of each of them, so you get to choose which NFL team you want. So that way, when you're making a theme team, so I can have Eddie George on my Chiefs theme team, because I'm probably gonna run Chiefs this year, guys. By the way, but Ed McCaffrey, Leroy Glover, or Aeneas Williams, whichever one I want to choose, I can go ahead and do that and get a super good upgrade, and then just go ahead and upgrade them all year. So we see right here, we got Eddie George. These are just the challenges, so you basically try them out. And then I believe there's like another challenge you're going to do or something like that. Now, something I will say, just they didn't really talk about it, but the star system is still here. Wasn't really wanting that, but hopefully the rewards make a little bit more sense than they did last year, and that will definitely help overall. So this is the Team Captain Fantasy Pack. Right here, this is like you choose the fantasy pack of whatever player you want. So doesn't really matter what team they were actually on. Right here, this is just showing you. So basically, you just scroll through and you're just going to choose whichever team you want for that team captain, which is super cool. I see NFL right here. I'm guessing that's for I guess they're not called I don't even know if the Redskins, but the Washington football team. I don't know what the heck to call them now. That's a huge dilemma. I don't know what we're going to call them. Luckily, I'm not running them as a theme team. So. And then right here, this is just the little tip they give you with it. Nothing crazy on that page. Now, they also gave us NFL Epics this year, which is super, super cool. So 4 players are being highlighted. So each have 25 ultimate challenges showcasing some of the most memorable moments from their careers. So making progress in each of these will unlock an additional epic moment, and that will give you the 85 overall version of the player. So they're Adrian Peterson, Larry Fitzgerald, Jack Youngblood, and Ronnie Lott. You can get all 4 of these players. They're pretty good, to be honest. Larry Legend's got like 83 speed. He's a little slow. Adrian Peterson's got 86 speed. Pretty fast at the running back position. Ronnie Lott's got that 85 speed, and then Jack Youngblood's got that 85 speed. So we got 4 cards right there you're going to be able to get. We obviously got Muttmaster, Level Master, Team Captain. That's already 7 cards. We're going to get another one from the Rivals. That's 8 cards already. You're going to have almost like a whole side of the ball, pretty much done by the time you grind out these challenges. And this isn't even all of the players I'm assuming will get for free at launch and things like that. So Muttmaster. So basically around 4 years ago, which is what it says, they changed it. It used to be like the cover athlete a lot of times. Now they've been focusing on players that are more memorable, like have done good things outside the game and things like that. But I guess Sam Mills, I don't know much about him, but I guess he had like cancer and went through it during the season, or I forget, but basically he came up with the keep pounding that the Panthers still use to this day. I guess he passed away in 2005, but they still use it every game, and he is the Muttmaster this year because of it. So this is basically the Muttmaster progression. So get a touchdown in any game mode to earn your base upgradable Sam Mills Muttmaster. Now, you can increase the Muttmaster overall by doing easy things like multiplayer wins, 100 stars, win 100 games, complete 15 daily objective lists. Then we got, this is just him right there. And then this is Muttmaster Series 1. So what they said about Muttmaster Series 1 is, obviously there's 4 activities. You're going to get coins for completing all of them. If you complete all 4 of them, you're going to get another Muttmaster upgrade, as well as, they said, a pretty good coin reward. We don't really know what that is. I'm guessing probably like 25K. I'd be shocked if it's a lot more. I'd be happy if it's a lot more. But I would assume it's probably like 20, 25K, something like that. But what's really cool about this is, instead of them just going straight to 95 and then straight to 99 at 2 different times, basically every series is going to gradually go up, and that'll keep the Muttmaster, pretty level with the game, keeping him right at that tier. So that's pretty cool, I think. So I'm super excited about that. So Level Master, once again, someone I'm super, super excited about. So Level Master is Andre Johnson. Now, the thing that's really cool about Andre Johnson is, once again, he can get any team chemistry. So Level Master, Muttmaster, Team Captain, you can get any team chem that you want, which is super helpful because you can help build that theme team, before you're able to get like 50 players for that team or whatever the case you need. Super helpful. His card's not going to be great. It's going to be all right. He starts when he's at 75, only 80 speed. I think he had like 85 speed when he's like an 89 or 88, whatever it is. Nothing crazy, but it is nice nonetheless. So they also have team builders. So they didn't tell us who are the team builders, but basically what they said is, you play through the 16-game challenge. You get a fantasy pack. You get to choose your team that you want. So let's say I choose Chiefs. Then I get to choose, do I want the 84 offensive player or the 84 defensive player? So you're only going to get one of them through these solo challenges. So it's going to be, tough decision. We're going to have to look at this. It's going to be hard to rank them because every team is different. But I might do a video where basically every team you go through and choose. I'll tell you which one I think is better between the offense, defense, maybe something like that. I don't know. But, team builders, definitely really cool for, once again, building that team and that theme. So Team Diamonds is something that they did bring out this year as well. So something that was blurred out, and I'm just seeing this for the first time, and I'll scroll this down so hopefully we can see all of them, is that Barry Sanders. So right here, Barry Sanders is the Team Diamonds master. So basically, welcome to the team, Barry, is what's going to have to happen, because Barry gets pretty much any chem. It's going to be pretty nasty on the Chiefs theme team. I'm going to have to be grinding that for sure. But for Chiefs, I'm going to get Dante Hall, which is really cool. Some of them are really cool. Some of them not really as cool. Kind of depends. But Colts, Bob Sanders, Warwick Dunn for the Bucks, which would be really cool, especially because I think a lot more people will play with the Bucks this year. I believe they're Heath Miller for the Steelers was a really cool one. Asante Samuel for the Patriots. Jermichael Finley for the Packers, tight end. So pretty cool players there. Like I said, the picture down here is actually blurred. So pretty cool. They told us who Barry Sanders is. Nice to know. And then they also got the legends down here. So basically the way they're doing it this week is that each week there's 2 legends, but they'll have limited time boss versions. So basically, let's say they're 290 overalls each week. Then they'll also have boss versions that are 91. So it's basically like the powered up version. But if you get another upgrade after that, you will have to put them into a power up card to continue up the power up, path and things like that. Something else to note, they did say the 21st for EA access. So that should be the night of the 20th. What is it right now? The 18th. So I believe in 2 nights. So what is today? Tuesday. So I believe Thursday night is when we should have that ability for EA access, unless they unleash it earlier, which we don't know yet. But that seems to be the case. They're also putting out Mutthead tonight. They're talking to Mutthead, and they're going to put that out. I think that's pretty much all the information. They did talk about a lot of other stuff that I'll probably remember in other videos when I'm talking about it. But this is pretty much the basis of a lot. Super, super cool. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below. What are you guys looking forward to? And let me know what videos you guys want to see for day 1. Personally, I'm going to be writing down like a ton of videos and hopefully trying to get out like 3-4 videos a day off the bat. We will have to see how much content, especially during EA Access. We might not be able to do that because we only have so much time. But that being said, drop a like on the video. Like I said, subscribe and turn on that post notification bell if you guys are new here, because I'm going to be grinding, getting a lot of videos out this year of Madden, and I want to make sure you guys get the good information, because sometimes coin making methods come up and by 2 days later they're gone. So if you don't have me on notice and you didn't watch the video, you might lose out on a lot of coins. So with that being said, I will see you guys next time.